Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here, and welcome to another Monster Legends Guides, where we talk about a monster's stats, how they work, kit, what moves they have, what moves you probably shouldn't use on them, and all that jazz. And today we're looking at Atum's pet. Uh, Alright, I'm gonna just say this right away. Atum's pet is he's basically osteoclast. Just straight up, he's basically like that, except his moves are slightly weaker. It's kind of pretty much a mix. In terms of stats, he's like osteoclast, but slightly faster. Yeah, he is faster than osteoclast, and with a little more hit points. With weaker moves, really. That's basically all this Atum's pet really is. He's got a slightly higher stats than osteoclast. His moves are kind of like, I mean, like his AoE is pretty much the same as his. He's got like a 50 damage move. He's basically he's got slightly lower power than osteoclast, but he's basically all damage. I guess he doesn't have the stuns either. He doesn't have any of the stuns. But that's basically what this thing is. This is basically what Atum's pet is. He's got he's just, that's what he is, really. He's just damage, really. He's just really straight up damage. This is gonna be a really fast guy too. So here's baby, teenager, and adult. Excuse me. With strength, this is a 3,531. This is a really high strength. And he takes well use of it in his kit, with his damage and stuff like that. His life is 26,239. His speed is 3,454. This is probably one of the higher attacking damage monsters in the game. For Earth monsters, or at least for Earth monsters anyway. He can hit pretty hard, but yeah, that's basically all he is though, is damage. I don't know if he hits any harder than darmith's pet, but he is pretty much all damage. With like extra effects. Like he honestly, I'd rather have Atum's pet rather than darmith's pet, just simply because he can do like this guy has like shields and damage return, really. So solid jaw deals 45 damage, 95 accuracy, 27 stamina, 2 turn cooldown. I'd recommend running this move simply because it's special damage. It's got an AoE called Quaker, 30 damage, low damage, does nothing else. Do not run this skill. He has a better skill. Digging Pain deals heavy earth damage, returns 25% of the damage received to the target. This is one of his better skills, and it's certainly a skill worth running. I'd actually recommend putting a life rune on this guy just to take advantage of that skill, or at least that damage return. Petrous Jaw deals heavy special damage, gains 30% shield, requires cooldown. Run this move. It's such a great move. Are there moves that do the same thing and can possibly be better? Possibly. But this is a really high damaging move nonetheless, and it's one that's worth running. Marcoism deals 45 damage to all enemies. Is pretty much what makes him like osteoclast. The osteoclast can do the same thing. Does that same 45 damage AoE. Digging Wound deals heavy earth damage, gains damage boost, requires cooldown. This is the other move you run. You pretty much, honestly, you just pretty much run all these moves in Digging Pain. Really, yeah, that's probably all you really do. You can like change it up, or like you can do these two moves and these two moves, like Digging Pain and Solid Jaw, with Petrous Jaw and Marcoism. And that's really all that's all this guy really is. He's just a really fast damage attacker. This guy can possibly counter Voltic. Just simply to do with his base speed. Like, he could possibly be, I think he might be faster than Voltic. I'm not 100% sure. Let's look into that. I am not 100% on that. Alright, Voltic has, he might be slower actually. 3,465. He is slower than Voltic. Never mind. He is slower than Voltic, so it might get killed before then. It all depends on the situation. So yeah, this guy's a straight up attacker, 2 strength and a speed, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about him. Is he better than? Okay, guys, I guess I forgot his ultimate. He does 85 damage, insane earth damage to all enemies. Honestly, in my opinion, I like this guy more than Darmith's pet. Is he like? Yeah, I don't know. I just think this is the meh guy. I mean, like, he's not broken, but he's not fun either. Like with theates pet, it had all those like OP buffs and like damage, but they're all water attacks. And then with Darmith's pet, he was just plain simple damage, and like his ult killed him, which is really stupid. You don't ever want to use that in Team Wars. So Atum's pet actually has, in terms of utility, he has better utility skills compared to Darmith, but in compared to like theates pet has better utility, or at least better like situational moves like double damage and freeze and ult that freezes. But he does more damage compared to theates pet. Yeah, so that's basically this guy. He's got tough, like all the other general pets, and that's really about it. So this guy's totally like osteoclast. He's just slightly faster and has more hit points. So if you always wanted to use osteoclast, really, this guy is the second. I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing that's really close to it. But he doesn't have any stun skills. Like, he's just a mashup of earth monsters, and it's just, yeah. He's not a bad monster by no means. He does his job well. You can totally use this guy as an attacker. I just don't know how well he fares in Team Wars, really, because most earth monsters tend to be tanky. I honestly think this guy can be tanky too. You could probably toss two strengths and a life rune, and this guy will probably suit the needs. This is not a bad monster. Atum's bed is not. I'm not saying Atum's bed is a bad monster. Atum's bed is a great monster. He's just a meh monster. Like, he doesn't do anything special, really. He's just meh. I wouldn't mind using him simply because he reminds me of, like, most of the stuff reminds me of osteoclast. So yeah, this is an okay monster. If you want this monster, if you wanted a statistic opinion about it, he's an okay monster. He's a good monster. You should use him in my book. He does a lot of damage. So this is Dib the Awesome with another Monster Legends Guides. If you want a request of anything like that, just say so in the comments below, and I'll do an analysis on them. I will catch you guys later.